We're shooting broadheads today at some targets from 20, 25, and 30 yards. So if you guys want to check that out, stick around. It's going to be fun. Broadheads are no joke. They're sharp and they're vicious. So be careful when you're handling those things because they could cut you up. These things are no joke. These kind of videos help people get into archery and not spend a bunch of money on arrows they don't need. What is going on, guys? Protaz here with Protaz Adventures. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here and popping in for the first time, welcome. I'd love to earn your subscription today. In today's video, we are doing some testing here with some broadheads against these Dragon 8s from Sanlida Archery. Now, a lot of people say that these are junk arrows, and you guys don't know what you're talking about because these arrows are cheap and a budget-friendly way to save money and have fun in the field. Are they good at hunting? I've actually never hunted with these. I don't know anybody that hunted with these, but that's not to say that they're not good arrows. So you guys saw in the last couple of videos, they're pretty good at all ranges. Maybe not past 50 or 60, but I don't have enough field here to try that shot for you guys. We are shooting some broadheads today. As you guys can see, we got 3 fixed blades here and they're going straight at the target at 20 yards. I'm gonna shoot in groups of 3 so that way you guys can see a broad spectrum of how the arrows are flying. And hopefully you guys will see that these are actually flying real well and they're, you know, affordable to shoot. So why not? These are the Sanlida Archery Dragon 8s. These are honestly good arrows. They're not the straightest arrow. A lot of you guys are saying you guys don't shoot anything other than a 0.01 straightness. Sanlida reached out and they're actually sending me the Dragon 10s to try. So those are in the mail already. We're gonna be doing a bunch of durability tests with those and we're gonna be shooting those at different ranges. In today's video, we're gonna find out how well the Dragon 8s, right there, boom, go up against a broadhead. Now, like I said, we're gonna shoot 3 at a time to see how well our grouping is gonna be and see how well, if they're gonna penetrate through or how well they're gonna do out in the field. We are doing 20-yard shots. We may do 30 yard today or 40 yards, depending on how much time we have. The sun is currently setting, so we'll see what we have for time. Just for review purposes, I usually just shoot 20 yards, but we can go step it up with broadheads and shoot a 50-yard shot if we can make 50 yards happen out here. I'm in the works of making more space here. That way I could shoot longer distances. So that way I could keep a lot of you guys happy out there, the avid hunter, just to prove that, you know, there are cheaper options out there and cheaper alternatives. These kind of videos help people get into archery and not spend a bunch of money on arrows they don't need. And these are great for practice. They do exactly what they're supposed to. And I can't say that they're good at hunting, but that's not to say they're not. So we got some broadheads on today. These are 125 grain broadheads with a 10 grain insert, 24T full carbon shaft here. There's a lot to come on the channel. We got a lot of arrows for review, so let's hit it. So what I'm shooting here is a Bear Paradigm. Amazing bow, ready to hunt, got it from Cabela's. I've been shooting all my arrows with it, testing it out. This ain't no Matthews, this ain't no crazy Hoyt RX9 or whatever, but it's a Bear Paradigm. It's US made, and that's all that counts. All you need is a basic bow. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a setup to shoot 20 yards, to even shoot 50 yards, to be honest. It's all about coming out and having a good time and practicing. So I'm gonna shoot today at 20 yards. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what these do in groups of 3. And I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna show you guys what it does on paper. So let's get into it. Gotta make sure that they actually snap into place. Pretty dangerous if they don't snap all the way in. That sounds good. All right, guys, so we just shot those 3 arrows at 20 yards and I'm just walking back to the target now. They all look like they pierced through other than one, which is crazy, but let's see what happened here. I see one in the target and then I see one just outside the target and one in the ground. At 20 yards, they're piercing right through the target, which is insane to say. So we have this guy right here just sticking in barely. And then over here, we have this arrow ready to come out. And then we have another one here that went completely through and went into the ground. So we'll grab that real quick. All right, so that's the broadhead there that went into the ground. I don't see any visual damage, so we can continue shooting that one. What I wanted to say is that these broadheads are really sharp. And you guys should watch out when you're handling these broadheads, because I went to screw in a broadhead and it got me. It got me a little bit, but really sharp. So watch out when you're handling broadheads because you really got to watch yourself where your fingers are. These things are no joke. All right, guys, so we shot 20 yards and we're gonna run a 25-yard shot now to find out how well they group and penetrate. All right, guys, we're here at 25 yards and we're gonna do a 25-yard shot grouping so you guys can see how well they penetrate. Let's go. Sometimes these get loose, so you gotta make sure you tighten them before you shoot them. Otherwise, it's pretty dangerous. Let's go check out that grouping. We are here at 25 yards. The reason they're so left is because I didn't want to shoot the center. You guys know this thing is blown out and I need a new target like ASAP, but as you guys can see, they're pretty much within an inch and a half of each other. For broadheads, that's actually not too bad. And I'm pretty happy about that because at the end of the day, that deer would be dead. So what I've noticed with these Dragon 8s, they actually have crazy kinetic energy. Even with a broadhead, and when it's flying through the air, it seems like it's slowing down, but the hit is so hard, it goes straight through and cuts right through the target. So that's pretty cool to see. I mean, for practice arrows, they're perfect and they're cheap. You cannot go wrong with $3 arrows. This is 25 yards. We're gonna try 30 yards next and see what we get from that. But man, they're doing really awesome. 20 yards, they're ripping right through the target. 25 yards, they're almost ripping through, but they're still staying within the target. And we're gonna try 30 yards. If the sun still holds up, we'll try 40 yards for you guys. But broadheads are no joke. They're sharp and they're vicious. So be careful when you're handling those things because they could cut you up. I'm gonna pull these guys out and we're gonna go shoot some 30-yard shots. Let's go. All right, guys. You guys see that right there? Not the greatest. The further back you go, the worse it gets. These arrows are no longer flying straight. The fletches are kind of peeling and look at that. That's terrible. Not the greatest, but the greatest. You guys want practice arrows just to mess around? These are the ones if you want to hunt at 20 yards. Definitely capable. Anything beyond that, it gets a lot harder and harder. All right, guys, as you guys just saw, 30 yards, not the greatest. The further back you go, the crazier the shot is, and it seems like these veer off into different directions. So if you guys are planning to shoot these at far distances with broadheads, that all changes because they don't do what they're supposed to do. These are not very good at 30 yards and beyond, but if you guys just want to practice at 20 yards, they're awesome. If you guys like what you saw, definitely hit that like button. And if you guys want to see some more, definitely stick around and subscribe because we're coming out with a bunch of review videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.